Hi, I'm Martin Roof, the Director of Graduate Studies for Duke Innovation and Entrepreneurship, and a professor in the Department of Sociology. Although many of the founders and ventures that we seek to learn from are unusual, they offer a wealth of information that is unavailable for business enterprises that quickly fail. My research combines a focus on outliers with more representative samples of businesses to draw lessons for average entrepreneurs. When we think of businesses that entrepreneurs can learn from, attention often shifts to those that are incredibly impactful, such as Apple, Tesla, or Oprah Winfrey's Harpo Studios, to name a few. These are the kinds of businesses that populate entrepreneurship courses at universities, and the kinds that average entrepreneurs seek to emulate. But they're also highly unusual, not just in their level of success, but also in the strategies that contributed to their performance. When other entrepreneurs read about them, what can they hope to learn? To approach this question, I worked with a former PhD student, Colin Burkhead, and colleague, Howard Aldrich, who were also interested in the challenge of analyzing outliers. We took one of the most well-known success stories in economic history, the House of Rothschild. It was founded under humble circumstances in Frankfurt's Jewish enclave in the 18th century, but became one of the most famous investment banks in Europe over the next 100 years. How did the Rothschilds succeed where so many of their peers failed? To answer this question, we compared this outlier to 170 other Jewish-owned businesses that were founded in Frankfurt before 1800. Drawing from both qualitative archives and quantitative data, we found that three factors accounted for why the House of Rothschild thrived for so long. First, the Rothschild family sequenced risk by working in a relatively safe trade in collectibles before moving into banking. Second, Mayer Rothschild carefully managed succession in the family enterprise so as to minimize disruption. And finally, he located the business close to the edge of the Jewish neighborhood, which simplified contact with the outside world. By generalizing these mechanisms from the outlier, we showed that they explain business survival in the sample as a whole. Indeed, once we account for these mechanisms, the House of Rothschild no longer looks unusual compared to its peers. Moreover, we develop a novel method that can be used to compare outlier cases with average entrepreneurs in other settings. Entrepreneurs often start a business with a famous venture or role model in mind. Books on these ventures populate airport bookstores and case studies in business schools. But considered on their own, these exemplars are too unusual to inform entrepreneurial decision-making. In analyzing outliers, we need to compare them to the many businesses that have failed or that have only achieved marginal success. What's truly different about the outliers? And does that explain why we still remember them today?